Welcome to the Apache Cemetery, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Deadlift Zombie. Alright, so we've got the Deadlift Zombie from 2009, and due to his rarity and very old dry rotting situations, we are going to be handling him totally in gloves. Before we take a look at what's in the box, we're going to be taking a look at the actual box itself. So again, this is from 2009. There is the slime font texture, which is the best ever font. Yes, yeah. Yes.
I use this on all of my school papers.
And perhaps the best spirit line to be put on any box.
Be the house where all the cool ghouls want to hang out.
That is peak Spirit Halloween.
That's the only reason I own a Deadlift Zombie. I saw that on an eBay listing and I was immediately sold. I paid $2,000 for mine.
And now it's dry rotted.
And now it's dry rotted. Mine is in very poor condition.
Should have handled it with gloves. Here we got the back of the box. You know, it kind of looks pretty much the same as the front in most respect, and then the side, it just says it again in case you didn't read it on the first side. But we're going to be taking them out here. I'm not even going to be getting an up-close shot on the box because it's very generic on how to put this guy away. If you can't put him away back in his box, it's a skill issue.
Yeah.
His
setup includes two steps.
You got his instructions here. The fact he comes with instructions is astonishing, to say the least. And these are actually reprints. These are not the original instructions, and I actually got this from my good friend. Okay, so
I have about 9 copies of these.
Not the originals, but now the most important part. The Deadlift Zombie's head. And you might be wondering why we're wearing gloves. It's because our oils on our skin actually can cause dry rot, believe it or not. And knowing that this is the most susceptible latex thing to dry rot, we're not taking any chances.
For context, I bought mine when it was completely squishy. It had to have not been used since 2010. And within, I think, 2 years of just sitting in my room and he was never outside or anything, he was completely rock hard.
But this one is very soft in almost every place, except for a little part that's on the forehead right here. Very minimal. And I just sprayed it with some protectant from sun rays, and hopefully that does what it's supposed to do. And then right here is the other part of him. Watch the instructions.
Oh no!
And then you also got his little adapter as well. But here is the Deadlift Zombie's base, and his hands are actually all in really good shape as well. Very nice quality.
The hands are probably the worst part when it comes to latex rot, and I think part of it is because of the fact that they're so it's so much latex put together in such a small amount of space, where this is a lot of latex spread around a bigger space. So if rot happens on this, it doesn't spread as easily. That's my theory anyway.
But here is the hand, and you can see how nice and squishy it is. Even on the tips of the fingers where the dry rot starts to happen the most of the time, it is still all nice and soft, which is truly amazing. And his hands just chill out like that on the ground. They don't really lock into place or anything, but as you can see, there's bags on his hands for protection as well. But that is all that's in the box, really. And the next thing we're going to do is just pop the head on, plug him in, and put some jute netting on him.
You can put under him.
You can see on the box here that he's got some netting. And unfortunately mine didn't come with it, but you can still find that same netting online. Now, it's kind of expensive, but you get really a lot more than what you would need for this little guy.
It's also very filthy.
Yeah, don't carry it on your shoulder. But we put this on the base of him, and it just holds him in place, and he looks really good. So, pass me the head. We're going to surgically transplant the zombie's head onto his base very gently. Fix up his little shirt, and he is basically ready to go. We're going to put the jute netting on the bottom, stake him in the ground so he doesn't fall over in this Illinois weather wind, and we should be good to go to see a demo. All right, here we go. First activation in 15 years of Deadlift Zombie. 15 years.
That's not true. He's been used it.
That's it. That's all he does.
That's all he needs to do. I think he's perfect the way he...
Alright, so there is the Deadlift Zombie. Basically, that's all he is. He's pretty generic. But he is definitely the prop you want to have if you want to be where all the cool ghouls hang out. Would you agree, Glenn?
Oh, yes. I always love to be the house where all the cool ghouls want to hang out.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely where all the cool ghouls want to hang out is for this prop. But the jute netting adds to it. It looks really good with it. I'm happy to have found some. It looks pretty much like on the box. But yeah, he works really well. I had to do a little repair work to him when I first got him. But overall, he's in great shape and I'm very happy with it. But now let's jump to a nighttime demo of the Deadlift Zombie with his old pal, the Reaper of Souls.
Yay!
And through the magic of editing, we will cut to that now.
Transition.
Well, there he is, folks, the Deadlift Zombie in all of his glory.
Wow, that was surely a zinger. What?
Say it again, that was bad.
Wow, that sure was a zinger.
But that is the Deadlift Zombie. He is a pretty basic animatronic, but for the fact of reviving this little scene here, 15 years into the future, I'd say it's definitely a must-have for my personal collection. And I'm so happy to have found one, and I'm so happy to have the tree and the tombstones, and it looks very close to how it would be back in 2009, and I just gotta say, I love it so much. Oh right, this is a deadlift video, isn't it? This isn't about the Reaper. This is not about you. You steal the show from everything. But this is Deadlift Zombie's video. So tell me what you all think about the Deadlift Zombie. Do you have one? And is he dry rotted?
Yes and yes.
Let me know in the comments below. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.